Now to a story that always has great-looking pictures. The Nebraska Humane Society with its largest event of the year going on this afternoon, the Walk and Dog Fest. We're told they passed their fundraising goal today. Pets and their owners enjoyed this beautiful Sunday. They browsed dog-oriented vendors offering free goodies. They also watched available dogs being auctioned off. The event featured a pet parade and a short walk for participants. More than 500 people registered to raise money. The Humane Society's goal was $260,000, and by noon, the amount they had raised had hit $275,000.
It literally helps us do everything. It's budgeted every year, so it helps us do everything from keep the lights on to provide needed surgeries for animals.
Coming up tonight, live at 10, the unique story of this rescue dog who drew a lot of attention at today's event.